Hey, all right. Hey, my name is Raymond Bruce Shannon, and this is I don't know where I'm going to post it, but I'm going to post it where I can, and I guess that's what it will be. All right. Hmm. Well, all right. All right. Well, today I think I'm going to make something. Something that I could eat. So, of course. I eat every day, and this time I'm going to show what I eat, I suppose. So here we are. Now, I have my knife here. I have my butter. I really like this brand of butter because I read the ingredients and it only has like one ingredient, butter. And that makes it easy for me. So there we are. And then I have some tomatoes here. So there we are. And I have a paper towels, and I have the French bread that I made in an earlier video, or I chopped up in an earlier video, and yes. So there we are. I'm gonna keep it fresh. So there we are. And I also have. Oh, and I don't know if I already said it, but I have some mozzarella. I don't know if I might have already said it, but here we are. But if I didn't, here we are. Mozzarella, some fresh mozzarella I'm going to slice. And then I have my balsamic vinegar and sesame oil. So there we are. All right. Now, first I will, I guess, take out my French bread. I guess I was going to use bacon, but I guess I don't have bacon right now, I don't know, or I have bacon, but I don't. I guess I don't want to take the time to cook it. It takes for me. Okay, now bacon's interesting in ovens sometimes, but I don't like to broil it and I don't like to bake it. But I bake it, then I broil it. I don't know why I do it, but I do. It turned out very well at one time, and I just kept doing it. So, yeah, I baked it for like 10 to 15 minutes, and then I broiled it for about 2 to 3 minutes, and it turned out very well. I don't know, but so that's how I do it. But I don't want to wait that long, so I guess I'm just having tomatoes, mozzarella, on balsamic vinegar and sesame oil on my sandwich. So, or I don't know if it's a sandwich. It's kind of just a bread with butter and cheese on top, and then the tomatoes. I don't know what to call it, but you know what? I bet it's going to be tasty. So there we are. All right, let's see what I got. Let's see. All right, here's my bread. I think I'm going to use two of them because I don't want to be hungry. All right. Let's see what I got. All right, I'm gonna lay the bread on a paper towel, I think. And here we are. Forgot about the avocado, but I think I'm gonna use that later. All right. I don't know how it would taste. It smells really good. Yeah. So there we are, and I'm gonna put I'm gonna slice the butter. Oh, of course. I'm going to slice the butter and put it on top of the bread. So when I broil it, it'll melt. So there we are. I don't know if I need a lot of butter, but I think it'll be all right. I want it to toast, but I like the butter flavor. So there we are. All right. I'm gonna add a little more to this one. Because I like it tasty. And butter is so tasty. Yep. And it gives it, and when you're toasting it, it just tastes so good when you're toasting it. When you toast bread, butter just goes with it. I like it, So so all right, and here we go. All right, now I'm going to slice some mozzarella. Here we are. All right. And so yeah, I usually, you know what? The first time I used fresh mozzarella was this year, and I thought it was very good. And oh, geez, I spilled myself a little. All right, I'm salivating already. Of course, whatever. All right, now let's see if I can get this open. I will slice it up. All right, now let's see what we got here. We got one ball of mozzarella. Of course. Yep, mozzarella. All right, now I'm gonna slice it thin because I want it to melt with the butter on the bread. So let's see. So when I broil it, it'll feel a little melted, I think. So there we are. And now what I need is to, I guess, broil it. And then I'm going to put tomatoes and balsamic vinegar on top. So there we are. And now I'm going to, I suppose, you know what? I have paper towels. I can just wipe my hands with paper towels. I got some of the, the dairy from the mozzarella on my fingers, on my fingies or fingers, whatever. And so there we are. And now I am clean. All right. Now to the broiler. One hot second. Can't let I use that one. But all right, here we go. All right, now, boom. Object permanence. That's interesting. You assume they're coming back sometimes. Sometimes they just don't come back. All right. So there we are. Now I'm going to use my Reynolds wrap. Of course. Object permanence. That's an interesting thing. I learned at one time, I think, that babies have to learn object permanence. They don't always know you're coming back. So when you leave, they don't always know. So when you come back, I guess they discover patterns or something like that, and they figure out like, oh, you're coming back. So like, oh, you're like a thing that's gonna keep happening. So yeah, object permanence. All right, here we are. All right, and here we go. All right, oh, through the magic of television. Those sweet old 90s music. Of course. All right. Now I have it on broil, and I'm going to broil it for about 3 minutes. I just turned it on, so it might take a while to heat up. So I'm going to, I guess, let it sit and check up and check on it after maybe 2 minutes, I suppose. There we are. Of course. So in the meantime, in the time I have now, I think I'm going to chop these tomatoes. So here we are. So, oh geez. What a wonderful morning. What a wonderful day. It's a little cold out, but it's warm inside. Thank goodness for shelter. You know what? And air conditioning, it's a big thing. I think I learned one time that a melanated person invented air conditioning. Isn't that interesting? I didn't know that until I went to school. It was maybe in high school that I learned that a melanated person invented the air conditioner, which saved a lot on food, by the way. Like a lot. Of course, a lot on trucks. You could freeze things on the way. We can get we can get ocean fish in the middle of America. So that's a good. I don't know. We'll see what happens. So there we are. All right, now we're chopping tomatoes. All right, now the end of the tomato. I usually don't do ends of tomatoes, but I have it here. Maybe I just chew it, you know. I don't put it on sandwiches though, because when I bite it, it comes as all one piece. Let's put a little salivation. There we are. All right. So it is melting, but I'm gonna let it toast for maybe another minute. All right, or two. Let's try this one. I will check up on it later. So there we are. All right, now let's chop up a few more slices of tomatoes or tomato. That was a thing at some point. Tomato or tomato, you know. You know what? Some people from the South just go ahead and say tomato. Oh, I forgot to say. I am in Louisville, Kentucky, and I am in Whispering Hills. There we are. So some people just say tomato, you know. I don't, you know what? Yeah. And some people say tomato, you know. So yeah, you know. People just, you know, say words sometimes, you know. So, so there we are. And I have a few slices here and a few slices there, and I think that's what I'm gonna do for now. I think, and then oh no, a broiler, it goes fast. But here we are. I think it's still good, so I'm gonna leave it in there for a little longer. But oh, I burnt a lot of stuff using a broiler. Using the broiler on, geez, because when I was baking, I would just bake, you know, and I was like, oh, and it would take forever, but you press the broil button and it's like zap, it's in a few minutes everything is cooked. So yeah, I burnt a lot of toast, and so there we are, or whatever else I was cooking in the oven or something like that. So, or a waffle or two. But yeah, so there we are, you know. But after a while, I started checking up on it, and there we are. The timer, it helps, I think. Here we are. It's nice and toasty. There we are. And let's see what I got here. Put it in. I think I'll take it out. All right. So, yeah. Here we are. I got it. Here we are. Good. All right. So, of course. Yeah. All right. So here we are. It's nice and toasty. Wow. You got a it's you know what? It feels good, you know? Can you see it? You know, you get a nice toast on it, and the mozzarella looks nice and warm, and there's butter just beneath it. So there we are. All right, let's see what I can do. This is my bowl of mozzarella. I'm going to move this over here. I'm going to make sure I put it away in it so I can use it later. There's plenty of mozzarella for plenty of things I can use it for or something. All right, now I'll add the tomatoes to the sandwich or to the thing I'm making. All right. Of course. All right. Well, of course. All right. There we are. Yep. It's going to happen anyway. Yep. So here we are. All right. So the tomatoes are on top with the mozzarella. There's no real meat on here. I usually eat meat, but here we are, meatless. So here we are. Of course. Oh yeah. All right, now I gotta dab a little. I got a little tomato juice on the aluminum, so I gotta put the aluminum away. So here we go. And now I'm going to put my vinegar here, and here we are. And I think it lasts for a long time, vinegar. Well, yeah, I think it's used to pickle, so like, you know, it could last a long time. And oil lasts last a long time. So vinegar and oil, I have no idea. Is it like a million years? You know, if you're, yeah, so I don't know that. Yeah, okay, yeah, okay. Yep. So here we are. All right, I have my spoon here. And I'm gonna dip, first I have to taste it. I don't know why I taste it, but I do, you know? Vinegar and oil. I think I might have salted it too. But here we are, I'm gonna pour it over the mozzarella and bread. And this is what I will eat. Oh yeah, and the bread soaks it up real nice. You know, it's the French bread, and it's nice and thick and toasted. So it really soaks up the vinegar and oil real good. So there we are. Real saggy. That's how I like it. Yum. All right, now let's see what I have. All right. So this is the end result of what I am going to eat. And here we are. Boom. This is the final thing. Let's see if it's tasty. You know, I hate to, you know, say later, you know, what was going on. But let's see what's going on, you know? You know, can't fake the funk. Let's see what's going on. Gross. I bet. All right. All right. All right. Well, that's just tasty. You know, bacon, you know, bacon and tomatoes, it's beautiful. But tasty. There's something, all right. You want every ingredient to be tasty. Every ingredient. The mozzarella must be tasty by itself. The tomato by itself, tasty. The salt, the vinegar, the sesame oil, the bread, all of it must be tasty on its own. That is the beginning of it all. So there we are. You add bacon. There we are. But you must be okay with the bread on its own. So there we are. All right. So, all right. So there we are. All right. My name is Raymond Bruce Shannon, and I am in Louisville, Kentucky, Whispering Hills. There we are. And there we are.